Mm-hmm. Is the recording? You start, yes.
Just a minute, it's taking some time to be live.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I receive a message that you put it on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, now we begin. Yes.
You start with about the previous class with Bhagavad Gita, and actually yesterday, okay, I start reading the Upanishad, and I want you to explain me where is the Vedas, Upanishad, and Tantras, how they connect with each other, this ancient text, just your understanding.
But how does it connect to our insomnia?
Okay, it's just a small question, or maybe not small.
Vedas, Upanishad, and Tantra, how they interconnect.
Connect.
Look, Veda is a comprehensive volume of knowledge and contributed by many scholars or rishis, munis, many people, and compiled at one place. And it comprises but many disciplines of knowledge there. Upanishads are written by one person, one Upanishad. It's the experience of one rishi and giving in a very short, precise manner his experience and methodology to attain and experience what the person has experienced. Upanishads. And when you talk about Tantra, it's a vast field, but at the basic of Indian Hindu religion, the root of this Tantra is the Sankhya philosophy, which describes the system and gives you the model of evolutionary theory, which an individual and all its components, which makes an individual entity, is described, its interrelationship and its birth from one element to another.
Okay.
So Tantra, in a way, it relates to the meaning of a system. So it gives you a systematic model of understanding the self and its journey from very subtle to gross.
Yeah, from energy to matter, yes.
Yeah, and you can study Tantra in Sankhya as interconnection, the thread which is running through all the elements and making it one together. And so we study in a way to find that thread which is connected in all the dimensions, in all the realities, all your perceptions. What is that which is connecting all together and making it a part of one? A unit, functional unit as a system, a whole system. So as an individual I or as an individual vowel, if you study with the tantric point of view and you take a simple system of Sankhya philosophy, so what you will study, you study the whole system, that how your ear has come to be manifested with such a capability. How your motor organs come to function in such a way, why they are functioning this way, why not another way? What is its limitation? So you can study as a systematic whole and find out cause, what you are, why you are like it. What and how your organs are functioning and why they are functioning like this. What you are thinking and why you are thinking on this pattern. So this is one way of systematic study of Tantra. Another way, you also find that thread which is connecting, or you learn by relating to, like you start to study the relationship between you, your consciousness, and the world. This interrelationship thread and how they are interrelated to each other. It's also a study of Tantra. So this is the main basic difference. You can say Tantra study, Upanishadic study, and Vedas.
Okay.
Now we come to the topic.
Yes. So maybe you'll find the connection with insomnia.
Insomnia could be anything. It can be because today we were also talking, so any disturbance which is taking place, like you perceive something either internally or externally, and the system has to react or respond. If you perceive something internally inside and you cannot digest this perception, your digestion means you did not understand why, or you start projecting instead of understanding your perception. It may cause insomnia, because until the mind will come to an understanding, the process will continue. And it wants to know the answer, why it's happening, what it is, when it will be finished, when I will be calm and quiet. This whole thing can lead to insomnia. The perception externally, outside or inside, when it is not understood properly, is the cause of insomnia in a hidden way. Because it will keep on traveling to the time of your dream or sleep and will try to adjust with the whole personality. Until it is adjusted, it will be disturbing and it may become the cause of insomnia. Even being disturbed and become insomnia, but in a healthy way. Because in a healthy way, insomnia is healthy insomnia. You take something else and it took you. The whole concept is shaken. The feeling in your perception is shaken, and you want to know this. Also, investigation to
Sorry, I have the problem with connection with sound. Sound is not clear. I don't know.
Mine
My
is
voice
clear.
is.
Your voice is clear and mine too.
Okay. Now it's better. Yes.
Sometimes I start to speak slow because I think only me and you are present in the room. So insomnia in a healthy way can be caused even by reading the scriptures. Because it gives you an idea of truth and you realize, no, I don't know the truth. Mind will be instigated and whole knowledge which you have can be shaken. It can also lead to insomnia. You can wake up whole night and think about who am I? So, we don't take insomnia in such a way as a disease because it's a part of the growth process. You must be disturbed. A chaos must precede before any creativity. So,
but also, I find out that insomnia can be caused by a conflict between persons. For example, between wife and husband, between colleagues at work, and the person come home, and after the conflict, he's or she's still thinking about it, making some arguments, and this is mental activity is causing the no sleep mode. I mean, it's like bubbling, and the person cannot go to sleep, cannot relax because of this. Very active dialogue, inside dialogue, and so what can be the today we can discuss it, or we go to a specific part of the treatment.
You can choose. We can choose if we want to resolve the insomnia at the root, that it never happens in the future. We can go to the root cause of it, or we can talk about to managing a situation. So if we choose a situation, it's a fight happen between wife and husband, and either wife or husband, one at least, is having insomnia, cannot sleep.
It's very interesting that usually only one person is having insomnia, other sleep well.
Because wife and husband are opposites. Now let's bring Tantra here. The principles of Tantra and analyze the situation of insomnia. Yes, both are not insomnia. One person is getting insomnia, another is relaxing. Because if they both become, it's a same situation. So because they are opposite, wife and husband, when they start to live together and function, they have to come, they both are functioning as one unit. So if one becomes very spent thought, like putting money, a lot of spending money on shopping, another becomes miser immediately to balance it. Otherwise, life will become impossible. So if one person gets sick, another becomes healthy immediately to take care of it. So in wife and husband situation or a partnership situation, they both together become a unit. And if one is going to one polarity, another moves to another polarity to make a balance. The tension is balancing. The tension between the two balances. If they both come together, this coming together is always with opposite balance, like darkness, light, day, night. They start to balance each other unconsciously. One becoming angry, another becomes calm down. If another is very much calm and quiet, then another becomes disturbed. And so they want the opposite to disturb so I can relax. So this is a very interesting game between opposite game. If we bring insomnia, yes, if either of the partner will not participate in the game, I don't want to play this game, to be opposite of each other. Because the duty is when they start turning their role and keep on, they are very flexible to change the role of opposite, then it's a very good harmony and playful relationship. Like if you are a man and sometimes you like to become female, relax, quiet, and borrow her mind. Then you are not bored and she borrows your mind and she starts to act as a man, like you. So when the role play is flexible, they both can resolve any issue. But if they both become one, like they both choose one role, then the fight happens. Like you start to become a man, your wife says, I am also a man. Then the opposite is, the polarity is destroyed and togetherness is disturbed. Then they both start to conflict and compete to each other. Anyone who doesn't want to change its role will get sick and insomnia. Either of them. Another one is playful and ready to change. But one who is rigid will start to become serious about it, stereotype, and this will generate conflict, and slowly it can lead to insomnia. So,
okay. And maybe we can give people the technique how to change the role.
Yeah, that's what I said. When we focus on one point, like a situation, wife and husband living together, and one, either wife or husband, one getting insomnia, then this is the analysis of the situation, in which we will bring it to the therapeutic table, and cognitive behavioral therapy will be applied on the person, and this issue will be resolved. We are working on one cause of insomnia in one situation. This way, you can find many situations, you and your child. So your child can also become a cause of your insomnia. So if we are going in relationship, good that you bring tantric point of view. Okay, let's see it in a tantric point of view, means relating to others. So if you are relating to your child, and you are seeing the child, that child is not listening you. He is or she is not going to be successful in life. So non-obedience of the child can cause insomnia in you. You will start to become worried about the child's future, and projection is negative. Then you will start to think how I can handle this situation. And until you learn this situation, insomnia will continue. It won't allow you to a restful night. In this situation, we again bring the person on therapy table and fix it in relation to the child with our therapeutic use techniques. You can also get insomnia in relating to your neighbor.
Yes.
Possible. In this way, you can keep on relating to God, can give you healthy insomnia, and you will not, I won't sleep until I see the God.
Yeah, the sun, the moon can disturb people's mind.
This is different aspect now. We are bringing like cosmological effect over the person. That will be a different, it will be a collective insomnia. No? Sun, we talk about the celestial bodies affecting an individual, when it won't affect only an individual, it will affect the whole planet. Like war situation, drought, pandemic, or asteroid falling over the earth, or constellations of moon and sun. So these are celestial bodies, and this impact is on every individual, less, more or less, and some can be affected more. This is different aspect. We need to choose to specify to at one point, and this insomnia we are not dealing. We cannot deal to an individual. Individual insomnia can be dealt with its relationship to find from where is the genesis, what is the cause in relating. It's relating to God, it's relating to the profession, from business. Business can also give you insomnia. If you are not handling it good, if you are projecting that it's not going to be successful, or you are going to lose a lot of money, from where you will bring the money, it can become the cause of insomnia. Another cause of insomnia, or rightly you mentioned, with your wife, husband, or beloved, an opposite relationship of the opposite sex can become the cause of insomnia. To your child, to your society, neighbor, your immediate society, to finding your situation with the legal system, government. You are in Cyprus, something happened in Russia, they close all the bank accounts of Russians. So this is the cause of insomnia. What you are struggling with the state and its rules and regulations, the government. So government can be a full cause of insomnia. The legal system.
Also, no relationship can be the cause of insomnia. If you are loneliness, feel loneliness, and you don't have beloved, or okay, so
relating to the self, even if you are never alone, even you say you choose to be, I choose to not to be relate to opposite sex, I am a single or alone or celibate. The celibacy itself can become a cause of insomnia to manage it.
Yes, really? Yeah.
Insomnia can be caused by any source which is the cause of your happiness. The source which is the cause of your happiness, same source can become the cause of insomnia. If you cannot see or cannot get that happiness again. We see so many.
Because this whole cause has an energy inside, or the source of energy, and you're canceling your connection with the source of energy, then it becomes insomnia.
No, source of wherever you relate to whatsoever, the energy, the transaction will be of energy for sure. And you are interpreting it happiness. Actually, a packet of energy, a source of energy is supplied to you. You are experiencing that energy in any relationship with your child, husband, government, whatever. But the insomnia can be caused when you see that this source of happiness is no more source of happiness. The source is the same, which is the cause of happiness, can become the cause of unhappiness and give you a symptom of insomnia.
The enjoyable situation became a painful situation.
Yeah, it can turn anytime.
Yes, and pain is giving insomnia.
And you don't know how to manage it, what to do about it. You did not understand the cause, and you are looking for the cause and solution. Until you find it, you are insomnia. You are restless.
Yeah, the same we discussed in emotional pain. The pain, the trauma is because you don't understand why. And as soon as you understand why, it became a lesson, not trauma.
Yeah, not trauma. So any insomnia, whatever the source, the cause will always be this trauma. Like you imagine a situation, okay, your wife runs away with somebody else. It's just an imagination. And if it happens suddenly, you come home and your wife disappeared with somebody else. Like in America, they say, 3W, they are unpredictable: wife, work, and wine, I think, or whiskey, whatever. Like in America, this is that you are going to office and your boss can any day fire you. So it's a unpredictable and you cannot rely on it. So this is just a proverb. So what I'm saying here, that insomnia, any situation, when you don't find the reason, suddenly it happens. It's a kind of trauma. Mind has no understanding about it. So it starts to go in all the possible ways to find the answer. And mind is activated to its all possibility of thinking. Then when you relax, it doesn't stop. It keeps on moving into the group. And you cannot sleep.
We came to the idea of trauma as a cause of insomnia.
Trauma is also, it has to be a trauma. If you know the reason why your wife ran away with somebody else, it will not be, you know the reason. It's not a trauma. It's trauma only when you don't understand why. You don't find a sufficient reason for that. Then you start to think about it and it becomes insomnia. You find a solution. So therapy of insomnia is to bring the person to the point and let the person understand why it happened. And then what to do about it. It's resolved. Insomnia resolved.
Yes. And the tantric way is to awake his intelligence and give person understanding that
in a meditative therapy way, if we take, if we want to remove it from the root itself, completely eradicate, or we can work on different symptoms. So you may resolve the insomnia between husband and wife relationship. but you can't give guarantee that it won't appear, insomnia cannot appear in relating to child or society or government or the.
Mhm.
If we study all together and find a common reason behind insomnia, then we take recourse in Bhagavad Gita or tantric traditional knowledge or yogic traditional knowledge into, then we start to see in a different angle to remove it from the very root so that its possibility in the future is finished. And person becomes capable of handling whatever the modification of the mind
Mhm.
comes to experience.
And this, I mean, the awakening intelligence, I mean, to realize that the person is the part of the goddess, goddess intelligence, and everything is Maya.
This is a therapy. This is therapy.
Yeah.
This is therapy. Right? Between wife and husband, if this phenomena happens, then this is the therapy. Then when you bring the wife and husband together, or any one husband, and you can work simply on one person, or you can bring both persons together, then the interaction between them can bring the solution. Or as a therapy, you can put a doll in front of the person. This is your wife, or a pillow. Now therapy begins. So we can improvise many behavioral therapy to resolve one issue.
Mhm.
And you are talking, when you talk about Tantra as all, to finish the all possibilities of insomnia in the future, then it's a different remedy. But behavioral therapy, if we come to behavioral therapy, then it has to be specified, a situation. And you can delete the behavior manifestation only into that situation. Even between wife and husband, this therapy will resolve, then it will resolve one situation. Others are open. Others are open. Behavioral therapy has limitations. You have to pinpoint a situation, go to that event, and relive it, and bring insight, and take the energy out from this situation, and transform this energy to new behavior conditions, new conditions.
Mhm.
So behavioral therapy keeps on like one specified point to another specified point. And between wife and husband or in any relationship, there could be a lot of specific points to resolve.
This is
This is one of the
basic,
one of the therapy.
basic. Yes, this is the why psychologists and yes, they becoming rich.
Yoga is a profession now, it's the industry. So you cannot condemn them or these business people.
Yes, of course. And because I have the picture when last time we used the behavioral therapy, it's like a ball full of energy, and you make 3 holes, 3 exceptions in this. Yes, the tension goes out. But in tantric therapy and meditative therapy, you just dilute the ball at all. There is no limits. I mean, there is no, you don't have ball anymore, and you will not have it. So
yeah, but that technique you are talking about, I put the 3 points.
Yes.
So the person can sleep. That is more permanent. That is coming from my meditative therapy techniques. I know the root cause of insomnia at 3 places of ego formation. So this is meditative therapy, which I improvised to you for insomnia. The insight is that I go immediately to the ego system rather than going to the specified situation. I would have taken many days or many sessions to resolve it. If I want to resolve it immediately, and if you practice this, then never ever you will have this insomnia again. Because 3 points of ego I pinched. This 3 was the main cause which is not allowing you to sleep. Or any businessman, any man who is earning money on this planet and fighting for survival has to have stress on these 3 points. And it will be a cause of insomnia in mild or severe form. The person will have difficulty in sleeping because the pressure of survival is so much, and to become successful, to become first, is so much, so the ego is stressed. So I just pinpoint, and I could see it, so I pinpointed 3, and it resolved. Now next time ever you will sleep, whole life you will sleep, because only 3 points will not allow you to sleep. So for you as a Pavel, it deleted the possibility of insomnia completely in your life. You cannot be insomniac anymore in your whole life, because I went to the root. Yes, you can be insomniac at only 1 point when it comes to beyond ego. There is a possibility, but below ego, mind, and body, these 3 points I pinched. So never ever in your future you will be insomniac. In the point of relating to wife, husband, children, or business, no, it will not, because these 3 points will come. So that was the therapy. You can still be insomniac if you go beyond your ego, and spiritual experiences may cause insomnia, but not the world. World will have no power over you to cause insomnia.
Yes. So for today, we will improvise some practice, or we still go to the root cause. I think we went to root cause, and insomnia became okay. We need to find maybe some other case of insomnia to speak about.
Today we don't have any clients to speak about it. If you like to play a client, give me a situation.
Okay, I want to come back to that previous class when we bring the lady from Russia,
Natalia.
with her Natalia, yes, with her worries and with her bad spirits in the dreams, which cause.
She has a special condition. She was having nightmares.
Yes, nightmares.
Nightmares.
So nightmares, conscious dreamings. There are a lot of people around me in this in this studies and this, and also even in conscious dreaming, you can go to astral level. You can go to casual level. So there are many levels of and you can have you can stuck in some strange situation inside the dreams, and so this is Okay, what is nightmare? What is nightmare in yogic and tantric way of understanding? Because we can, okay, my mind goes far. I mean, it's even it's okay. Dream is a part of Bordeaux.
You are bringing so many things.
Yeah.
You have to bring a specified situation for therapy.
Okay, let's stay with nightmares. Yes, let's stay with nightmares because it's I think it's a very common cause of insomnia. Even people, if they are sleeping, their sleep is disturbing them, and they wake up with less energy because they are fighting in their dream. They are meeting with dead relatives. They don't understand where they are, so it's a lot of energy is going out of them. So
okay, I got it. Let's specify it, otherwise we will never come to a point of talk. Let's start with a general understanding of psychology that dream is a guardian of sleep. Let's start that one fundamental principle, that dream is the guardian of sleep. When you are sleeping, it's the dream which keeps you asleep. Because your involvement in the dream itself makes you sleep. As a normal system, we know that the sleep is very much important to rejuvenate the system. System has to come to the rest to refunction with full potentiality. In this situation, even if you are sleeping and someone is ringing the bell, or somebody shouting, the dog is barking, or disturbance happens in the environment, which your sense organs come to wake you up. And your system recognizes that no, you need more sleep. You are tired, and the system is not fully ready to function. Then your mind will start to, in order to make you asleep, it will start to create imagery. So you are sleeping, ringing the bell has the stimulus that now you should go and open the door. But your sleep will be destroyed. So what your mind does, that it will take you to a dream. And in the dream, you will see, oh, I am in a very beautiful place, enjoying my life, and I'm listening the sound of temple bells coming into my ear. So this ring bell, which is a stimulus for the response of wake up and open the door, the mind is so intelligent that it will create a dream and change this stimulus to make you more asleep. You cannot sleep. With this sound, you will wake up. So it creates the sound of something else resembling together. And you don't, then your motor organs still remains disconnected and you remain asleep. Just dream change. The function of the mind to give you rest is to create dreams so that you can sleep. Or you can remain in the relaxed state. Now the nightmares. So, nightmares where your control of the mind is lost over this topic. Like simple stimulus of ringing the doorbell, the mind could change. But some stimulus are so deep that your mind cannot create a dream about. And if it creates a dream, it cannot control the dream. Dream goes to a point where your life becomes in danger. And then you wake up. To such an extreme situation, mind doesn't take this control. If mind will take this control, many people may die in the sleep. So it's an inbuilt system given with the compassion of God that we are in autopilot mode. Many things are just taken care and it's everything running smoothly in an autopilot program to take care of you. So that stimulus, which your mind cannot transform in a beautiful dream. It tries to make you asleep in a dream, but after some time, it turns to be a danger of your life. When it comes to be a danger of your life, you must wake up. If you will not have this protection, you are sleeping and the fire can come in the house and you may burn. So in sleep, when it comes to danger of life, everyone wakes up. And it has to be like this. So if we see mind as a protection agent, a protective servant to us, dream as a guardian of sleep, to make you asleep so that you can rest. If we see that whatever structure we have is the compassion of God, we change the paradigm shift. If you see this way, then you can see the nightmare also might have some positive intention. So it's a message. Any insomnia is a danger of life in the root cause, if you apply it to wake up. Mild or this, you have many regions we saw in relating. The therapeutic way, insomnia can have 1 million reasons on 1 million situations. If we look at the yogic point of view, then we go to the main root cause. The main root cause is danger to your ego system, to yourself.
Not to your life, but to your ego system.
Your ego structure. That was the technique to resolve any insomnia which is coming to ego structure. 3 points. So here nightmare is like there is something inside in unconscious which wants to bubble up and adjust with the ego structure. Our idea of who am I? And something there in unconscious which is opposite of this ego structure. Not supporting it. When it starts to bubble up, then dream, which its function is to make you asleep, it starts to create a dream around. And create symbols. No, like if it is a sexual repression, it will create symbols of sex, virility, horse, or some other animal you see in the dream, and you keep on sleeping. But when the massive stimulus becomes very strong, your mind cannot continue the dream. Now you dream that this horse you are saying, oh nice, suddenly this horse will turn and attack you. When it comes to attack you, you wake up. In this situation, we need insightful therapy. Either we go to the ego system and these 3 points finish it, it will take care. In special cases like nightmares, we'll have a deep unconscious message coming to the conscious mind. The dream will try to transform the whole message in an imagery so that you keep on sleeping and this cause is adjusting to your ego structure. So in the morning, you can be fresh. But if it cannot adjust with the ego structure or the stimulus is so strong, then you will start to dream and suddenly this dream will turn against you. With the message that you need restructuring of your ego system. That's the message of nightmare. Then we go to analyze and listen to the what kind of dream. Is it repeating many times? It has happened only once, or it repeated, the frequency was in many years. If you can see the same dream after many years. So what kind of dream situation is? Then through this, we can see what kind of danger in the ego structure. And then through this, we can also find out the stimulus in real life that it will be projected or related to your wife or son or neighbor or government or somewhere in the current scenario. Bringing this all together, we make it a behavioral therapy, and one nightmare is gone. But if you treat a person, if one nightmare gone, and after some time another nightmare comes, then it's a great situation. Then you have to analyze again, see the cause, and see from where it's coming. In meditative therapy, we have we create one or two solutions which we apply universally to everyone. Once applied universally to everyone, one technique which is based on the fundamental structure, how the ego is formed from the tantric point of view, which you started. So in the tantric model, we see the origination of ego and its structure, and what part is not functioning and what part is damaged, where this dream is pointing. Even we don't analyze anything, we just follow the technique. It will be resolved.
Yes, because we're coming from the above.
Root structure. So anyway, we are restructuring. What I did, I restructured your ego system.
And I think in case of Natalia, it's because she has this kidney problem, as I understand.
She has many things. No, she has she is in dialysis, not for one day, many years. In a week, she has to go for 3 times in a dialysis.
Yeah, and this is the fear of death.
Fear of death, many things there. I never analyzed it. She was first time in this course reporting. I never worked with her on Insomnia point. But even if she practices your meditation technique, if she, even once, many causes will start to calm down. It will work.
Okay, so today we discussed many things, but about the cause, root cause of insomnia, and how we can deal with it. And yes, and the danger of ego is a very important point.
Yeah, only one important point. That's what I say. When we see a phenomena of psychosomatic system or any disease manifesting from a yogic point of view on the therapeutic model of Sankhya Yoga, then we go immediately to the root cause. Or if we only want to do behavioral therapy, which person is not interested to finish as a root cause, doesn't give you time of 7, 10 sessions to delete it. It only interested, give 1 hour, I have a meeting, I have this problem tomorrow, I have to go for representation, and I want to sleep tonight. What to do? Then you do the first aid and therapy, and next situation when arises, person will come to you back again. Either you do alchemy and finish the whole thing, maximum 7 or 8 or 10 sessions, but you are done with all your physiological, psychological, with all issues finished forever, and get ready, take responsibility to be enlightened or wake up. If you want to take this responsibility and make a choice that I want to wake up and know the truth and grow in myself, it's a different path and different therapy. If you don't want and just want to delete a symptom, 1 point, one session, 45 minutes, this done. It's your choice.
Yes, yes, I understand. I understand, but it's also the will of the patient if she's willing to resolve the problem, or she wants to be back to it.
Yeah, it's the freedom of the individual to have a choice. If you are ready for alchemy, complete transformation, it's a different path and different therapy you need to follow. If you don't want alchemical process to be employed, or not fully, just one period, and then I will see. So many people are in a hurry. They don't have time. They don't to go through this transformation of few months. Then they choose only one symptom, delete. Today I have fight with my wife, and this was the problem we were talking about. After that, I could not sleep. So you solve that. Next day, wife will say something else.
Yeah, it's a game. Life is a game. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice.
So,
Well, request is that we need to be specific. If you give me so many stimulus, tantra, yoga, Veda, it's very difficult to talk.
Okay. Thank you very much. Namaste.